All right, here we go. Big Daddy Shan, day 942 at the park. So today, I just finished my first week of online distance teaching, and the jury says it's pretty good. So a lot of people are gonna hate it, and they'll probably hate this video too. But thing is, at the position that I was able to put myself in, I'm not saying it's the greatest lessons ever in the world, right? But it's like just being able to think ahead and evolving. I could see how this could actually be a really, really good thing. Okay? And, once again, thanks to Harold the Handyman for setting me up. Because I don't know, even though I'm super tired every day, I really feel like I'm really productive. I mean, you're talking about bell to bell, and then all of a sudden it's like they're like, hey, we got to go. I'm like, oh my gosh, right? So I have to figure out those things. But, I'm hearing there's like school districts in the country. There's some that are actually going in person already. Yeah, some of them are getting sick. But I think New Jersey and New York, they're going to start going in person. And they're saying like, oh yeah, can't let the kids, go a year without school. And I get that, okay? But unless I'm one of those people who think like, okay, you either do full distance learning or you go full immersion and just going for it, okay? There's no halfway in between. So I was talking to my buddy today. So I'm like, yeah, I feel pretty good. I think I adapted. The thing is, if we open up near soon, I'm like, we have to relearn how to teach in like a plexiglass room. I'm going, oh my gosh. I mean, if I do it, I want to go and just, no mask, sing, and have a great time. How we used to do for the past, whatever years. But, with everything, we're evolving as people. Now, thing is, some are just natural selection, some is forced evolving. Like, for instance, it's like, I remember when we used to have our phones on. I mean, I'm not old enough to not have phones, but the phones, the little GT banana phones or whatever, and you press the buttons, doot, 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 right? And then the dial-up phones. I mean, I remember just that whole it's one of the most satisfying feelings, just listening. And then people call, and then that's it. And I remember it's like if someone tries to call you, or you try to call someone who's on the phone, it's busy. A busy signal. People don't know what a busy signals are these days. It says, doot, doot, doot. And then, so what do? They evolve with call waiting. And so that one, it's like people, when they first started doing it, it sucked. Because when you clicked over, you started just clicking it, and then you'd hang up on the person you're talking with and the other person. You're like, oh, this sucks, right? But once people got used to it, it was super easy. You're like, oh my gosh, click, 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 click. Oh, okay, yeah, whatever. And then I remember when people started, getting those first cell phones, right? I mean, cell phones, I'm not talking about seeing stuff like my Galaxy Note phone's super huge. I'm talking about a big brick that was attached to a big backpack or a side pack. It's like an igloo ice chest, and people would literally hold on to that, and then they would if someone wanted to call them, they had to just take it and pick what, it's like those army men communication things, right? You had those sucked, and they cost an arm and a leg to get a couple minutes. I'm not sure, but I could swear it's at least $5 a minute or something like that. You're like, oh wow, right? And then people would have them in their cars, cell phones that were attached with a cord to their their cars. And then so that, you always thought it's pretty cool. And they didn't have the whole speaker system or whatever. But eventually someone figured that out and get the phone so you could talk while you're in your car, right? Now it's standard, And then these phones, they got like smaller, sleeker. They could do more stuff. And I remember when Nextel came out with like the chirp phone. You're using your phone like a walkie-talkie. Hey. Hey, what are you doing? Right? It was like, I don't know. But that was really popular. I remember when you start calling it the chirp. Hey, Shin has a chirp. Whatever. Sounds like a bad thing. But anyway, so that's what the went on to. And then later on, I remember when they start doing stuff where you could actually text. Well, before you had beepers, right? It's like you call this beeper number, enter some code, and then they'll send it back. And then the thing is, the crank calls, people would just put in a fake number, and you call a fake number. Not saying that I did it, not saying that happened to me, but I heard. So, they evolved having these cell phones do the whole, call waiting and messaging. In the meantime, the regular phones, they had to do something too. So they start putting in the power, or using the power in the phone service to actually start connecting to your computers so you could dial up modems. I'm talking like 1 megabyte per minute, and then eventually the standard was like 14 megabytes per minute. And you call it, you hear, right? And you hang up the phone and your computer connects. And this is like super slow speed, right? But, we're like, oh, wow, 28.8K. Yeah, this one's awesome. And then, ooh, the 56K, it's supposed to be a really fast modem. But it's like fractions of what we have available today, And then, cell phones now, you could have a cell phone. Like I was telling my students, my phone, okay? Both your guys' phone that you're watching to, whether it's from Apple, from whatever, at one point is the newest phone and it's worth about $1,000, right? You buy a Google Chromebook, they're like $200, $300, or whatever it is, right? Your phone is worth more than your thing, Chromebook. So the thing is, the computer, the processor and everything is a lot faster. So I don't, oh my gosh, boba, right? So I was telling them, wouldn't it be amazing if you could just hook up your phone to an external monitor, even your screen, big screen TV in your living room, put a wireless keyboard and mouse, hook it up there, and then get the little adapter, get the Ethernet, plug it into your phone, and you have a computer right there. It's amazing. And they're like, wow, Shin. So the thing is, I was telling them how to do it, showing them, and it's it's amazing how we evolved to be able to do our stuff. Same thing with my setup, right? I have that i9 chip. I could have done with the i7. And then I have the two 32-inch monitors, the 20-inch Cintiq. And then I have like the Behringer X18 mixer with a Shure 7B microphone running vMix on my system, plus Studio One, Artist 3, and Toon Boom. Well, and the Microsoft Office stuff too, right? But all this stuff put together, it made me evolve, as opposed to doing my lessons. I just have my camera pointing at me and then writing on a piece of paper and turning it to you like this, or like trying to explain stuff, right? This one, it's like PowerPoint on steroids. I can actually do PowerPoints while I'm teaching. But all the thing is, the main point is, I evolved. And I am still evolving, because there's certain things that I ran into this week that I was, oh man, what if we could do this? Well, let's see what happens when we do this. So I'm putting some more cutting edge stuff where I'm going to be able to adapt, like cockroaches, right? It's like, people start doing that hand sanitizer, and the cockroaches get stronger. All these germs get stronger. So you have all these germs with a big S on the chest. Superman, super germ, right? So a lot of these things we evolve just because we have to. I'm not saying that the plight of the teacher is bad. I get it. I know why teachers don't want to go to school. I know why teachers want to go to school. I know why kids don't want to go to school. I know why they want to go to school. All this stuff. I get it. Okay? But for me, in my current situation, I have to stay home and teach from home. And I have two choices. I just barely go by and just worry, wait till we get back to school and hopefully, it'll be back to normal. Or I adapt. I evolve. And that's what I did. And I feel really great. Now, I get it. The whole thing about this, if I could evolve with my teaching, why can't I evolve with this whole lifestyle reset and lose weight? Well, it takes time. I mean, this one took a lot of time. And, I'm curbing my appetite, watching calories. I get it, okay? But I'm doing the best I can. I figure, you know what? If I eat like a 200-pound dude, I'll weigh 200 pounds. Some of you 150-pounders are like, oh, man, you're going to eat like a pig. Well, you know what? Try. I have to eat more than a 200-pound dude to stay at my weight now. It's kind of a weird thing, but I'm not worried about that. Because the thing is, the whole weight thing, yeah, I come, exercise to get my peace of mind. But the whole thing about teaching and realizing that the future of many kids in my class, right? I think I have maybe about 160 now, right? Oh, shoot, I got to get this one, sorry. Gosh, I can't believe how many calls and emails I'm getting. And then so, I mean, it's nice being able to be in my outside park office, right? But I'm just a teacher. I can't imagine what Amazon has to go through. Can you imagine all the calls and all the emails that they get? Hey, where's my thing? Where's my thing? Oh, I need a refund. Oh, this thing broken. Oh, this. But, something we got to do. Evolving, right? Yeah, so that, I'm looking forward to all this stuff. I feel like a new human being, new creature. And I'm open to it. That's the good thing about it. Because I could imagine, like they say that adage, you can't teach an old dog new tricks. Well, I'm still learning, right? And what was it? I'm glad that I have the skill set and the knowledge that I can actually do it. So, I don't know, I have two choices. I could be like those people. I heard a lot of teachers are retiring, and then especially if they get forced to go back to the classroom. So if you're a young teacher out there, there's a good chance there's going to be a job opening soon. So, yeah, because my nephew, he wants to be a teacher. So I'm hoping he becomes a math teacher. If you're a math teacher or science teacher, yeah, your job's like gold. If you're like a history teacher, forget about it. It's like there's so many history teachers. And that's like really highly competitive. That and the English teachers. But, third grade teachers. Yeah, that's really highly competitive too. So, I don't know. We have to evolve. I'm seeing like what other people are doing. And some are interesting. One, I'm trying to see what they're doing. It looks like a cartoon in their classroom. And I think it looks pretty cool, right? I have no idea how it works. I have no idea if you're actually going to see the person's face. And, whatever. Alright. Alright, there we go. Big Daddy Shit, day 942 in the books. So, you know, the whole thing about evolving, we gotta grow. Just like how my car, look how dirty my car is. That's ridiculous. So the thing is, I think something is like evolving on my car. Look at that, right? Remember yesterday I had like that bug on my car? So I think I should probably get it washed. But yeah, it's funny. When I'm at home, it's like it's a little bit cleaner. Because I change up the space and stuff, and then it's like, oh, okay, let me just get this way. Because if, I don't know, even more so when you're stuck at home and you see some trash, whatever, and it stays there, you really feel stupid that like it's there. You're like, oh, okay, gotta throw it away. Anyway, the trash bin is only like, I don't know, a minute away, 2 minutes away. I have no idea how much it is. I just hate going outside. But yeah, time to go relax. Get some worldwide, or no, karaoke nights today, and game night. Let's see what happens. All right. But anyways, it's important that we constantly evolve and blend with the times. I'm not saying do the whole trendy things, right? I don't want a bunch of my people, you guys, to become like TikTokers and stuff. No, just the thing is like when we're dealt with certain situations, we have to evolve and make the best out of it. So Big Daddy Shin, day 942. If I get exercise 942 days in a row, you get exercise 942 days in a row. Because if I could do it, you could do it. And I'm doing it. Evolving.